wellness chef. I've been working in wellness food for the last 6 months now, and yes, welcome back to the Amul endeavor for the lockdown cooking. Now, since everybody is at home, and what little I can help with give you all recipes, that's going to be my contribution. Today we are going to do King of Goan masalas. Okay, now this is one recipe which is called, the name of the recipe is called Peri Peri. Now we are going to do a Peri Peri masala in which we use a lot of spicy chilies, which is basically originating from South Africa. Now just to give you a little idea about what is Peri Peri, it is an Afro-Portuguese dish. So basically the Portuguese, when they came into Goa, they brought the dish, they brought the chilies from Africa, and then we are using a Goan vinegar over here in this. So basically I would say it's amalgamation of cuisines. And again, why do I say it is going to be a king of masalas in Goan cuisine? This is undisputable because this can be used in many different forms. Okay, we can do a marinade out of this, we can do a masala for coating, we can just thin it out and do a gravy. We can use this as a base for other two classical Goan dishes like palcha and resha. Okay, now I will show you what ingredients go into this, but just while we keep on talking and we keep on making these dishes, I will keep giving you tips on how to enhance this masala and this recipe also. So now a lot of people must be having a little difficulty trying to translate this masala into the actual process. So keep listening to the tips also, and any comments that you have, please keep posting. I will answer back. Second option I have given is I have my Instagram account on which I have already posted this recipe, so that makes it very easy for you. Okay, you can just note down my Instagram account. It is chef_Shubhendu Kadam. Okay, so now the recipe is already there on that. Just click the link so you don't have to write down anything. And any difficulty you have, just keep asking a message. I will keep saying on that. Now, just to give you a small brief, is we are using this cheese which is going to be used in the chop, which is later on I'll show you how to use this. We have got some ghee over here, we have got butter, and we have got one more cheese, that's a Gouda cheese. Over here we are using two types of cheese. Okay, so basically when you use different types of flavors, when you mix it up, yeah, it will give you different flavors and a different product altogether. Okay, so now this is as far as the stuffing goes. Now we are going to the main part, which is the masala, which is the Peri Peri masala. Okay, so for this, the main ingredients is going to be the red chilies. This is over here, red dried chilies. Now this is what today I'm using is the Peri Peri version of a dried chili. It's called a Bades red chili. Bades is again a taluka in Goa. Now this is the red chili. Now close up. Okay, so what all goes into this is onions. Then you have got ginger. Then you got garlic. Then you got these masalas like cinnamon, you got peppercorns, we have got mace, we have got nutmeg, we have got green coriander, and we have got cloves. Now this is all going to go into this masala. The idea is you need to, now we didn't want to do any preps for this because this is going to be the main masala that we are going to use. So ideally what you are supposed to do is roast this onion on an open flame. Yeah, you will get this type of a texture. Yeah, it becomes black. Roast the garlic or ginger also, so this also becomes like this. Roasting only makes will make the flavor. It will going to give you flavor also. So this again adds to a new dimension to the dish. Okay, I think I missed out. Turmeric also goes into this. Okay, so now very simple. All these things are supposed to be soaked in coconut vinegar overnight. Okay, now what happens is coconut vinegar and the fresh garlic and the onions and the ginger, when it is soaked overnight, there are a lot of good probiotics which get developed. Yeah, now this is going to be helping us in our gut development. But today we are not soaking it because I want to show you doing this dish from scratch. Okay, so this is already roasted on the fire as we have said. Okay, now already cut it out to save time. So it's roasted and cut over here. We got some garlic over here. We got some ginger. We said. Okay, now just to start off with this, we need a blender. Okay, here goes the onion. Now I'm not giving specific quantities for this because it depends on you how spicy or how strong you want to make it. Yeah, so there it goes. Now We have onion, we got ginger, we have garlic in this as of now. We are going to add a little bit of cinnamon stick going in now, lightly rub. Okay, so we have got cinnamon stick which has gone inside now, and we have got some peppercorns going in. Okay, a little bit of peppercorns, a little bit of cloves. This is mace. We got some better light now. So all this you can see right now. We've got some green cardamom which is going in now. A little bit of turmeric. Okay, so the base of fresh ingredients are ready over here. Now this is the coconut vinegar which we're using, a local coconut vinegar. And then the red chilies. As I said again, we are supposed to soak it overnight and keep, but then today we are not soaking it because I wanted to have a first-hand experience of looking what all is going one by one into it. I just missed out one thing. We need a little sugar over here at this point to balance out the flavors. So there goes the sugar. Okay, some sugar. Now again, sugar, salt, we can adjust later on also, this shouldn't be a problem. Okay, now it goes for blending. Okay, we have missed out one more thing. Since we are into wellness and we want to make everything fresh, we use as much fresh ingredients as possible. So today we are giving a twist to this recipe. Okay, so we are, right now raw mangoes are in season. Yeah, so basically let's take advantage of the raw mangoes. We add fresh raw mangoes. You don't have to discard the skin at this point. Skin can go in well, shouldn't be a problem. So this is our version for the season. So we have got a little more vinegar going in now. Just to blend this masala, for this dish, because we want it, it is going into a chop. So I need this masala to be very thick at this stage. I cannot have a running masala, so right now we need to adjust it a little more. There goes some more chilies. Some more onion and garlic. Now we're just checking the consistency and the taste. It's a very strong masala. Okay, we are there. It's just too strong, so we need to add some more sugar into this. And now we are going to add little oil in this. So now this is going to help the masala in preserving and give it a smooth texture. some Himalayan pink salt into this. Now the beauty of this masala is you can just make this and keep it in your refrigerator for almost 6 months. So there's going to be no problem with this. If I want to describe your taste, well, this is something like a wine. You can keep on appreciating it. You can keep on doing your own combinations on this. Okay, the basic dominant taste over here is the hotness of the red chilies. That's one. Yeah. Then second major flavor that we get over here on this is the vinegar, the sour taste of the vinegar. I need to taste this now. Yeah. Wow. So the sour taste of the vinegar is there. And then we got the raw mango, which was our version for this time. Okay, so, and then again we have got the spices. So you got spices, you got vinegar, you got raw mango, you got chilies. Yeah, so that's why I said this is the king of salads. And now, as I said, we can use this. Normally we do it for marinations of meats and fish. But today we're going to do a vegetarian version of this. The mango is done. And again, of course, I forgot to mention the sweetness of the sugar is just coming in through. Okay, so now we start going with the cheese that we have with us. What are we going to do at this stage is, as I said, the masala is a base which is ready for us, and we are going to use this to make a potato cheese chop, yeah, with the mango. So chop basically means that we are going to add potatoes in this. That's going to be the basis for the chop. Chop is basically a different name for a cutlet. Okay, so let's chop this. Okay, so now. So we cut the cheese into thick slices like this. Okay, so the cheese is ready. And since we have got one more cheese over here just to get extra different flavor, we use the Gouda also. Nicely shrink wrapped. So I believe it is 100% safe to eat now. It might have traveled a lot of distance. Okay. Shrink wrap is out. Now just to process the Gouda cheese. Okay, we're just taking the skin off. This part you don't need to throw it, you can use it into some of the dish. You can grate it, you can make a chili cheese toast out of it, so nothing goes waste over here. Okay. So we've got roundels of this cheese ready. We've got this Amul cheese. Okay, so now to the next stage, we have some boiled potatoes ready to mash over here. Okay, so just to make it a little more easier to work on, let's add a little butter to this. And we do a little more nutmeg. We're doing some fresh peppercorns. Yeah, there goes fresh peppercorns. And then we have the salt. So now even the potatoes are balanced. Meanwhile, when we are doing this, let's put on the gas so that you're putting on the pan so that the pan is also getting hot. There's a simple trick to when you work with the potato. You just need some water. So all this butter, salt, pepper just need to blend into the mash. There you mash it. Okay, just one small idea. If you're going to cook the rice, you need not wear a glove. Okay, so here you go. Cheese going in now. Okay, add some. Now we just line up a little bit of peri peri on this. The cheese goes in like this. Okay, so we add a little more peri peri. Now, if you have got kids at home and you don't want to make it spicy, go a little easy on the peri peri. Yes, there you go. So the last ingredient that is remaining for us is to coat this with a little bit of semolina. Okay, the chop ready over here, as you can see. Okay. So we'll do one more. Okay, so this time we'll use the Goan cheese in this. Okay, same process. Peri peri. There goes the Goan cheese. Okay. Now this stage you can make and keep it in your refrigerator. That's going to last. That's not going to be a problem. Whenever you're going to serve it, we need to shallow fry it fresh. Yeah. The idea is it cannot hold on for too. One reason is the cheese needs to melt when you're actually eating it. Yeah. So there, it's ready. The second one also. Okay, our fan is also ready over here. So what we have to do right now is the final stage of finishing the potato chops. The chop is over here. Now we are using an iron pan over here. Yeah, it's very good for health. Okay, the idea is we're going to use some ghee and some oil. We'll shallow fry this now. Yeah, basically, ghee adds to the flavors, and the oil is going to increase the smoking point of the ghee. So basically, we are using a combination of oil and ghee over here. Now, just to give you a little bit benefits about the chilies, yeah, chilies, dry red chilies by the principles Ayurveda has got a lot of vitamin C. It has got beta carotene. It helps in your digestive system. It helps relieve abdominal cramps. It is a diuretic, and again it is an aphrodisiac also. So basically, a lot of properties for the red chilies. Yeah, and then actually when you dry the red chilies. The vitamin D increases almost 100%, so that's again one magic. Okay, and for the coconut vinegar, again, as I said, it's a probiotic. Probiotic basically helps you with gut health, and then you got nutrients into it. It helps you lower your blood sugar, and it helps in heart health. So basically, it's huge advantages of these two things. Okay. Now just to take care of our chops. There you go. So we got two different sizes, so we can very easily distinguish which was the Gouda cheese and which is the processed cheese. Now, as I said, we can do different versions with this peri peri masala. So this today we are doing vegetarian version. Yeah. So maybe the opportunity is there, or you can log on to my Instagram account. We will do some. If there is a demand, we will do some non-veg also with it. Again, let me repeat the most important thing. These chops need to be done only as close to the serving time as possible. You take it out from here and it goes straight on the plate and it goes straight to be served. If the cheese gets hard, your recipe is going to fail. So please be mindful of that. Yeah, there we're getting it. The idea is once this is cooked, you will get a crispy outside texture and the inside the cheese is going to melt. Just in case you are serving it to your kids and all, so maybe you can use less of peri peri or just a hint of peri peri. Or in fact, you can do this whole thing without the peri peri also and use the peri peri as a sauce on the side. Now, it's very simple how to use the peri peri as a sauce. You can actually blend it with a tomato to get it very thin, and then it's much more agreeable. There you go, we turn it around. The big one time. So if you want a detailed recipe of this, as I said, log on to my Instagram account. I'll repeat it once more, and of course I will put it in this comment section also. It is chef_Shubhendu_Kadam. Yeah, so just log on to that. You will get the this and many more things. Now, being wellness, we try to use all. We try to avoid using all non-stick. So go as far as possible with cast iron or iron pans and pots. The more we are mindful of what we do, it's going to be much more easier to detoxify the body and be healthy in the long term. Getting ready for the presentation, so there you go. For it almost getting done. I just need to melt the cheese over there. So then we're in the meanwhile, we're just preparing some basil garnish for the plate. Just remember, anything that you put on the plate has to be edible. So nothing which is non-edible goes on the plate. Yeah, we're almost getting there. See the beautiful color coming up. Okay. Now it's very delicate at this stage. You see the cheese melting. There you go. You see the liquid part of the cheese. So this is how it's supposed to be. Okay, as I said again,